And a pleasant good evening to you, everyone. Welcome back to the Bilskie channel here for some more Phillies baseball as the Philadelphia Phillies host the Los Angeles Dodgers for Game 2 of this three-game series here on this Wednesday evening. Happy Hump Day to all. Phil's looking to jump back into winning things here as you take a look at the starting lineup here to face Walker Buehler. Andrew McCutchen will lead off tonight, playing left field. Gene Segura, the third baseman, batting second. Bryce Harper batting third, playing right field. The big fella, Rhys Hoskins, the first baseman, batting fourth. Batting fifth, the catcher, JT Realmuto. Batting sixth, back in the lineup, Didi Gregorius. He'll be playing shortstop, of course. Roman Quinn in at that seventh spot, playing center field. Batting eighth, playing second base is Scott Kingery, and batting ninth and pitching Zach Wheeler. As we take a look here at the starting nine, your 34-7 Philadelphia Phillies. It's McCutchen, Segura, Harper, Hoskins, Realmuto, Gregorius, Quinn, Kingery, and Wheeler. Your starting nine behind Zach Wheeler, looking for win number 6 today against Walker Buehler and the Dodgers. We take you to Matt Vasgersian, Dan Plesac, and Mark DeRosa for the action at Citizens Bank Park.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the LA Dodgers and the Philadelphia Phillies. Los Angeles have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this. Zach Wheeler is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
In now, Justin Turner. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, have got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
This is on the ground over to first. Hoskins has it, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Here's Corey Seager, his career line against Wheeler. He's hitting .429. He's taken him deep once. First pitch of the at-bat. A cool 47 degrees tonight at first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Wheeler playing here in his age 29 season. He was selected in the first round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Betts He's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 0-2 is taken. That's ball 1.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Still 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Walker Buehler will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bellinger's in pursuit. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He's got a batting average of over 400 with runners in scoring position coming into this one. I love watching him in those situations because he gets really dialed in. Hopefully we get to see some of that today.
Gene Segura standing in.
As he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
Oh, look at Turner. Hey now.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make a throw, and of course he did that too.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. Here's the first pitch to him.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now the 1-0.
2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now the 2-0 home.
Back outside.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
3-0 pitch. Is chased out of the zone for strike 1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
The 3-1. Lifted into the air out toward center field. Bellinger's under it. And that's the 3rd out. Phillies down in order. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
35. Cody
In there, no balls and a strike. Fouled off. Lifted down the line in left. Segura in foul ground, but this will land untouched. The next 0-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
1-0 the count. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. 1-1 to the Dodgers first baseman.
1-1.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Fouled away. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Here's Jock Peterson now. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning.
1-0.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson.
1-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that will be the first base hit of the ball game for the Dodgers.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 delivery. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Will Smith stands in as he looks at a called strike. Comes set, the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Dodgers strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go. Settling in now, Rhys Hoskins. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
One pitch, one swing of the bat, and they've got a managed scoring position just like that. On the mound, he's probably happy it stayed in the yard. He jumped all over the first thing he saw and almost got to round the bases.
So coming to the plate, JT Realmuto, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
He's set. Here it comes. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's a drive out toward left center field. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues.
Digging in now, Didi Gregorius. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. First offering on its way. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Gregorius has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. The 1-0.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Bellinger fields cleanly. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. To the plate now, Roman Quinn. He grounds it sharply to third. To second for one. Over to Muncy, and they double him up.
Batting eighth, the second baseman.
And in steps Scott Kingery. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded down the third baseline. And this goes right through his glove on into left field.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
So now to the plate, Zach Wheeler, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch pulled toward right center field. On the move is Betts. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. At the plate, Walker Buehler, 9-1-2 due up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. cue shot here out towards short. And one gone. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Turner.
Stepping up now, Justin Turner. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that's in there for strike one.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
The windup and the 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Quinn calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Now batting, Corey Seager, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Seager has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Dodgers down in order. They trail things here 2-0.
We're back now as the Phillies prepare for their at-bats here in the third inning. And this lineup has been terrific for this club all year. And with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in the league, it's probably safe to say they are an absolute force with the bat in their hands. As one coach put it, we're extremely fortunate. Fortunate to have incredible talent and fortunate to have incredible work ethic. Our guys really are always trying to improve their game, and you see that in the numbers they're putting up. Back to you, Matt.
Phillies,
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Andrew.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Andrew McCutchen is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. McCutchen, or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract. Hit hard down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So he's into second base here with a double to begin the home third. And as our graphic will illustrate, in terms of team rankings, he's currently second best on this Philly ball club in that department. And that'll bring up Gene Segura. Popped him up. Muncy has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the right fielder. Right.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Bryce Harper, 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set, and the pitch. Late that time for a strike. One out and a runner on second base. Spin and a throw back to second. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. They're up 2-0. New inning set to get underway. At the plate, Mookie Betts. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And it's fouled away.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
This is line to left, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
The center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
The first with it is Wheeler. Runners back. So here's Cody Bellinger as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Comes set and the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
High in the air out to center field. Quinn will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the first baseman, Max Muncy.
Now in the box, Max Muncy. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
The 1-0. Muncy playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Fastball just inside. Belted high and deep into right center. Racing back the center fielder. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as the Dodgers have bounced back to tie this one at 2.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson, and he fouls this one off. A base hit in his first trip. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Still only 1 out in the inning. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Standing in now, Gavin Lux. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now the 1-0. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. And Gregorius will make the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Digging in, Rhys Hoskins. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike one. Hoskins, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. Has had a nice campaign so far, and fans are noticing. He comes into today as the second leading vote getter at first base in All-Star fan voting.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So one away here with the bases empty, and in steps the catcher JT Realmuto. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1.
Not shocked by their aggressive nature at the plate today, but they got to change their MO if they're going to compete in this one.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Going back is the center fielder, and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. JT Realmuto with a solo shot. Number 10 for him on the year as the Phillies move out in front 3-2.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field.
Now batting, the center fielder, Gomez.
Digging in the switch hitter, Roman Quinn. Will swing it from the left side right here.
Really doesn't matter what side of the plate this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
Smoke toward the hole, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So we'll go a little deeper into the bottom of the 4th as that extends the inning.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Stepping in now, Scott Kingery. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Here's a look over to first. Runner back standing. Cut fastball, and it's by him, 1-1. Quinn is off at first with 2 away. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Yeah, Matty, I'm going to need a better approach out of the 8-hole hitter. He's hitting in the bottom of the order for a reason. He's got to be willing to work the count, grind it, get this pitch count up, and get on for the boys in front of him.
And there he goes towards second. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Phillies get 1 in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. We played 4, and Philadelphia's taken a 3-2 lead. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
2-2 to the Dodgers catcher.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Curveball got him swinging for the 1st out.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
At the plate now, Walker Buehler. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now here it comes. This is popped up. Hoskins has room in foul territory, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Justin Turner.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and digging in at the plate will be Justin Turner. First offering on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. High in the air out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They trail 3-2. Now to the plate, Zach Wheeler. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The pitcher.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lined hard toward right center. Bellinger is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the 1st out of the inning.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get it
hit pretty well out toward right center field. Going back is Bellinger, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall.
Well, that's his second double of the game, and I thought it might have enough to get out of here. Banged it off the wall, and he's looking really good in this one.
Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And that'll bring in Gene Segura. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Left center, base hit. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Bryce Harper comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make-or-break moment in this game. When you're playing a first-place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Line drive to center field. Bellinger is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 17, Reese Hoskins.
Next to bat will be Reese Hoskins. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Here's the 0-2. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Here it comes on 0-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full. 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here from down in the count 0-2. He's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the payoff pitch home.
That's outside. Ball four.
And he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. That just doesn't make much sense as the inning is over. One for the Phillies here on the RBI double. We're through 5 innings here tonight, and Philadelphia's taken a 4-2 lead. Next at the plate will be Corey Seager, and Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hoskins grabs it cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Ready once again, Mookie Betts. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Fouled off. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second out. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
2 balls and no strikes, the count to the Dodgers center fielder. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
3-1 the count now. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. Still down by a count of 4-2. Ross Stripling enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 68.
Digging in, JT Realmuto. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Hot shot down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that's your setup, Dero. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Chopped down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 4 runs, 10 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Win.
Into the box now, Roman Quinn, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0. Trying to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Runners on first with one down. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This is back toward the mound. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Into the box, Scott Kingery, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. Runners are at first and second with one away. Slow roller down the third baseline. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Now back, the pitcher, Zach Wheeler.
Into the box now, Zach Wheeler. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Phillies leave a couple as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Max Muncy will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. That's 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
Now the 2-0.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Into the corner and slicing foul. He pulls this one into right. Harper is there to put it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
One gone now in the LA seventh, and in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Kingery's there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, number 9.
Standing in, Gavin Lux. He flew out in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch to him.
Outside, that's a ball.
2 out, nobody on. That's inside. 2-0. Two and 1 to count. Swing and a line drive. But just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They trail it here 4-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Dylan Floro will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Kike Hernandez is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen.
Kike Hernandez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Back goes Betts to the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
At the plate, Gene Segura. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double. And this will add on to their lead. It's now a 5-2 ball game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Now a look and a throw back to second. A dive, but he's back. A runner at second, nobody out. That evens it up 1-1. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
A throw behind the runner at second, and he just manages to get his hand in. The 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peterson has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 17, Reese Hoskins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Reese Hoskins. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Well, he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I mean, that's a classic case of coming off your backside right there. He lost his entire back leg, was out in front, couldn't keep his hands back.
Chopped in front of home plate. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Digging in once again, JT Realmuto trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
The shortstop.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
In now, Didi Gregorius. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Yeah, now they're looking at a 5-run deficit, and that doesn't bode very well for them, especially considering that they've only been able to scratch a couple of runs across the entire game. If this isn't the end, they can definitely see it from here.
Standing in now, Scott Kingery. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Another good inning here for the Phillies, and the brotherly love is in abundance now. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Stepping in, Will Smith. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Sir Anthony Dominguez has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. He was great all night long.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
At the plate now, Kike Hernandez. Ball one to start the at-bat. One out, nobody on. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Hernandez behind the ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Here's a swing and a bouncing ball hit to Gregorius at short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next to the Dodgers.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Justin Turner. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Taken in by Gregorius. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Neil Walker is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance.
Neil Walker.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Stepping in now, Andrew McCutchen. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. The 1-0. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Bellinger brings it in. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
So now to the plate, Gene Segura. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. A dive, but it's off his glove. Now the relay home. And not in time as the run scores.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Blake Trinan enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 49, Blake Trinan.
Bryce Harper will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A 3-run homer here for Bryce Harper. Home run number 15 for him thus far as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
That's why you got to pay attention in the on-deck circle. He was calibrating his heater right there, checking out the off-speed stuff, and he didn't wait around. First time he's seeing him, didn't matter. He took him deep.
The first baseman, number 17,
To the plate now, Rhys Hoskins. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies' first baseman. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Betts. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. Number 10 for him on the year as they just continue to pour it on here.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
now batting, catcher,
Into the box, JT Realmuto. Fouled away. Base is empty here with nobody out. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Scott Alexander comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Didi Gregorius. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bounced weakly near the plate. He's got to hurry. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 24, Roman Quinn.
Digging in and looking for more, Roman Quinn. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. 9th inning coming up. The Phillies lead it 12-2. Ranger Suarez will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Neil Walker stays in the ballgame in the 9 hole and takes over at second base. Now at the plate, Corey Seager. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch coming. Here it is. The windup and the 0-1. Rolled slowly to first. Hoskins gathers it in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Digging in to try it again, Mookie Betts. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High in the air and deep to left center field. McCutchen going back at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Around second, he's on his way to third. And he is in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Yeah, and you can see he was looking for a fastball all the way, and he jumps all over it, pulling it hard. And the second he dropped the bat, he was looking to stretch this thing as far as he could. Mission accomplished as he stands on third.
In now, Cody Bellinger, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. So far this season, Bellinger is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. Hit sharply toward the right side, and the runner from third crosses the plate.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Now batting, the first baseman, Max Muncy.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. There to take it in is McCutchen now for route number 2.
The left fielder, number 31, Josh Peterson.
Standing in, Jock Peterson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are 2 different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
12-3 is the way this one ends. Philadelphia scored 12 times en route to a win tonight. Zach Wheeler earns his 6th winning decision in this one. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
All right. Well, Phils go the way of the long ball today, and a rout, to say the least, as they jump all over the Dodgers in this one. 12-3 the final. Zach Wheeler gets his 6th win of the season. You got to give it to that Max Muncy. He once again struck and really provided just about, well, 2 of the 3 runs with that 2-run home run back in the 2nd inning, which got the scoring started. At least for, I'm sorry, in the 4th inning, which got the scoring started at least for the Dodgers. JT Realmuto, 4 for 5. Just an unbelievable game. A home run, 2 doubles, 3 runs batted in, scoring 3 times. He was actually a triple shy of hitting for the cycle. Just absolutely phenomenal today, as well as Andrew McCutchen. 4 for 5, 3 doubles on the day. So of the 5 at-bats, of the 4 hits he's gotten, 3 of them were doubles. So a stellar day for Kutch. And, of course, Rhys Hoskins, 2 for 4 with a home run there late in the game, in that romp of a 8th inning that the Phils put on the Dodgers. Also with a double. Actually, I believe he had 2 doubles, if I'm not mistaken. No, he had a double. 1 run batted in, scoring twice, and of course, Mean Gene 3 for 5. And notwithstanding all that, Bryce Harper hits his 15th home run of the season in this one. So this is probably going to be a highlight reel for the ages, as a lot happened. Take it to the bottom of the first. This was just a ground out here, but what a catch! Not just a ground out, but what a catch by Justin Turner. Just an all-star, phenomenal play there at the hot corner for the Dodgers. Got to give him credit where it's due. And here's where the scoring started in earnest for the Phils as they jumped out to a 1-0 lead there in the bottom of the second with an RBI to center there, the RBI double, scoring the run, 1-0 Phils at that point. And here's where Max Muncy jumped all over the Phils again as he took Zach Wheeler deep to right center field into the bullpen, which I believe is exactly where he put it last night. That made it 2-2. And JT lights one up here to deep center field. There was no way Cody Bellinger was going to get that one, although he did try. That made it 3-2 there in the bottom of the fourth. But this guy was stellar again. Obviously, he didn't strike out that many as his fastball would suggest, but struck out Lux there. Mean Gene doubles out the left, making it 5-2 in the seventh. And that just turned on a veritable hit fest, a score fest, if you will, as JT doubles here to right field, also knocking in a run, making it 6-2 there in the seventh, as they just jumped all over the Dodgers bullpen. And here's where Harp goes yard with his 15th home run of the year to deep right center field. He puts it way out of here into the Phil's bullpen. Actually, jumped up into the Dodgers bullpen. I didn't even notice that. And notwithstanding that, back-to-back as the big fella goes yard as Hoskins hits it out to right center field. Actually, that's more right field than center, but we'll call it right center. Breaking out of his schneid, and it was Jacques Peterson grounding out here to Ranger Suarez coming in and shutting the door. Obviously not a safe situation. And that would conclude tonight's game as the Phillies dominate the Dodgers by a score of 12-3. Phil's 12 runs on 21 hits. Much that the scoring would suggest, they didn't leave that many runners on base, but there were just a lot of hits, a lot of extra base hits, a lot of runs scored. Basically basic baseball, getting the runners on base and getting them in. 12 runs, 21 hits, no errors. The Dodgers 3 runs on 6 hits and no errors and none left. And we're going to get out of this. And there you see, Zach Wheeler gets win number 6 on the season. Phil's now back on the winning side of things, as the only loss they suffered was on Saturday, as apparently I won something there. I don't even play this thing with the fantasy teams. So far the Phils are up 2 games to none. So the Phils have essentially won this series, as the day game tomorrow, which will actually be played later in the evening, as Jake Arrieta goes to the hill. Jake the Snake takes on Clayton Kershaw in a battle of Cy Young Award winners. So that alone should be well worth the price of admission. So yeah, definitely JT, and I'm sure you could probably put Andrew McCutchen in there too. 3 doubles on the day, a very lucky 13 for the Phils today, as 3 runs scored, a home run, 3 ribbies, and again, I must stress, he was a triple shy of the cycle. Now I know JT is fast, but he's not that fast, and trying to put the ball in play and trying to hustle him around, I would dare say that probably the only one capable of this team of getting a triple would probably be Roman Quinn. I did it the other night, and unfortunately I was a little overzealous. He got thrown at the plate. So Zach Wheeler does get the win number 6. Walker Buehler takes the loss. He is now 3-5. As we look at the standings, and the Phillies are just absolutely running away with the division here in the month of May. And again, anything can happen. Teams have been known to go on a slide. So any one of these teams could maybe come back. Obviously, this division, the Phils are ruling the roost with 11 and a half games up on the Mets, 12 up on the Marlins, 16 up on the Braves, and 20 games up on the Nationals. I can't believe that. I don't know exactly what the rest of the teams are doing. Again, I'm only controlling this team, so I can't tell you exactly what the other teams are doing and why they're faltering so bad, but the National League East is being ruled by the Phillies. And look at this, Roman Quinn takes over by 4 points, 4 percentage points in the batting average race over his teammate Bryce Harper and Andrew McCutchen. Roman Quinn up at 409, gathering some hits today in the win. But Bryce Harper, of course, getting the home run now, 15 home runs on the season. Still in the league lead over Fernando Tatis Jr. with 13. Max Muncy of the Dodgers, who we saw hit 2 home runs against the Phillies. So obviously Max Muncy is the muscle in that lineup, much like Bryce is. Cody Bellinger is another one I'm really surprised that has not gotten a lot of hits. He is a perennial power hitter, but he also hits for average. He's just an all-around ball player. But I'm actually surprised that his bat has essentially been silent this entire series. Hector Neris, of course, still sits atop the National League in saves with 16. He got that yesterday. Obviously, with the 12-3 victory today, there wasn't a chance he was going to be in today. Bryce Harper also 40 runs batted in, leading the lead in that leading the league in that category. Rhys Hoskins with 36, Fernando Tatis Jr. with 35. Aaron Nola still with 88 strikeouts. It'll be interesting to see how his teammate fares tomorrow, who's also undefeated, who also has 8 victories. He'll be looking for win number 9. Jonathan Villar, again, the speedster of the Marlins, still atop, showing everybody just how well he steals bases with 18. Aaron Nola 1.21 on the ERA. And yes, Jake and Aaron tied for league leads with 8. So injury list, nothing new. David Robertson, shoulder inflammation. He's already on the 15-day injured list. I believe I did put him on there, but I was actually going to try to get maybe Nick Pivetta in there, but it's been a while since I used Ranger Suarez. I got to say that with the dominating nature of this rotation, the bullpen really has been relegated to just being on standby. As you take a look at the pitching rotation there in the red, everybody's hot right now. Everybody's getting the job done. Eflin ran into a little hiccup on Saturday against the Buccos, where he took the 6-2 loss. But other than that, I mean, they're all pitching lights out. Nola and Arrieta, of course, the only undefeated pitchers on the team, at least for the present time. Until tomorrow, we'll see what happens when they face the Dodgers for the third and final game of this series before the Redbirds come in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's supposed to be a nice weekend in Philadelphia around here. It's supposed to be in the 80s. So spring is it's actually starting to feel like spring around here. And no doubt the ball will be jumping as the days get warmer, if that's even possible. Phil's just absolutely lighting up in just about every offensive category, although I believe that I believe I looked at that pie chart the other night, and Phillies were not really at the top, I don't think, in offense. I think they were at least in the top 5. So that's it. I think we're going to hold off on the update with Justin Allegri. I got my good friend and good brother, Uncle Russ, picked up the show today, picked up a PS4 today, so we're going to jump on in a little bit and play yet more baseball, which is always fun with us. And I invite you to come back tomorrow, as once again it will be Jake the Snake Arrieta looking for win number 9. And he will be opposed by Clayton Kershaw. Once again, the battle of two former Cy Young Award winners in tomorrow's third and final game of the series with the Dodgers. Phil's improved the record to 35-7. The Dodgers now fall to 23-18, yet still first place in the National League West. So yeah, so that will be tomorrow, the third and final game of this season. It'll be a business person special, but obviously I won't be playing this until after work. So that will happen then. And until then, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, all three of you who tuned in tonight to watch. I appreciate you very much. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a family member. You know, if you want to see some Phillies baseball, because obviously, unless you're watching replays on the on MLB.TV, you know, you're just watching replays where this is the way the season was supposed to, or at least the schedule was supposed to go. I don't know if the Phillies would be as good as I'm with them, but I'm being with them. But be that as it may, tomorrow, Game 3, Phillies and Dodgers. Thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow for more of Phillies baseball. Have a good night, everybody.